Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for May 5th, 2018. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by NewSchoolKaidan.com, and I'm joined as always by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up?
Um, Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot like usual.
Yeah. Debating on if I should buy new fans for my computer. Because these are loud.
At least you don't have a graphics card shopping issue.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least they're going down in price now. I think I saw some 1080s, 1070s or something listed at $400, which is $600 than it used to be, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's still, jeez. Actually,
That's
400.
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, that's,
I bought a 1050 last year for $100, so that seems way more. I don't remember what 1070s were.
I don't know. I looked when I was building this computer out, and yeah, it was $900.
That is way too much money
For like a 1080, and I'm like, nope.
Might as well get a Titan X then. So,
well, I don't remember which version of 1080 it was, but yeah, that was like one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's been a RAM price fixing thing going on, so that may have something to do with it.
Okay. Well, that's your computer building minute, part of the NSK PV Power Hour.
Yeah, because that's about all I know.
That's your expertise. Mine is, I don't know, like anime or something. I don't know, and maybe idols. I think we're both semi-experts on idols.
I think we're pretty expert on idols.
Because we've spent way too much time on talking about idols, so I would hope that we retain some knowledge and information.
We've spent way too many years following idols.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Why are we doing this still to ourselves?
Because we have no life.
Yeah, we're masochists deep down inside.
This is our socialization.
Why are you trying to make me cry?
At least, well, that's how it is for me anyway.
No, it's for me too. So,
yeah,
it's a community. The idol fandom is a community of, bunch of people getting together enjoying idols.
Yeah.
So let's talk about them. First up, Anjuremu, Uraha Lover.
Uraha equal lover.
That's a mathematic equation I have not studied. I don't like math, so I'm not gonna accept it.
I guess that means that there should have been a Just You song. Then the naming scheme would have actually made sense.
It would be just equal sign, and that's all I would see. And yes, that would be a great joke. That would be a fantastic inside joke or a very overt joke. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is part of the AAA side. The song is actually also written, I believe, by Yamazaki Aoi. Yes, it is. Who wrote Nakenaize Kyokan Sagi, which we talked about last week, which I think is a great song. And
better.
Yeah. You think Nakenaize is better?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I really hope this is not Wada's last single.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it is, she got freaking not good. It's just
I don't know.
not...
I like this song.
Yeah, but if you look at the pattern of the way Hello Project has worked, every time a member graduates, they tend to be centered at least in one song.
Okay, I'm double checking this because we had this discussion like a week ago when we talked about Ayaka graduating.
Yeah.
So it looks like she is actually leaving next year. It's not this spring.
Okay.
So she has another year to go. It is a very early announcement, but I vaguely remember reading 2019, so that's why I said that last week.
Okay.
But I just confirmed it in two separate Wikipedia websites, so hopefully those two separate Wikipedia websites will be factual. If not, you can blame those two, not
Yeah.
me.
Okay, then okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's it's not her last single, so
no,
that's okay.
shouldn't be.
But yeah, it's just Hello Project tends to put focus on the graduating member.
For sure, and especially someone who's been there forever too.
Yeah, she's God, 2007.
Yeah. And when did Smilage form? 2010?
I'm not sure.
2011? I think 2010.
2000, no, 2009.
2009. Holy shit. Wow.
So
9 years. It'll be 10 when she graduates.
okay, so she's been in Hello Project since 2004.
Right. So she was an egg for like 5 years.
Yeah,
That is
she's
that is a lifetime.
oh my god, she's a first generation egg.
Oh my god.
She was one of the first.
Right.
It was one of the first. Like,
Right.
oh wow.
That's crazy to think.
And she was born in. So she joined when she was 10.
Yeah, I believe that. That makes sense.
Damn.
Jesus. Why are we still following idols? That question comes up when I think about stuff like that. So,
And
yeah.
that's like years after I started watching.
Yeah, that's insane. That's actually insane.
But that puts her right up there with like Hagiwara Mai.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't, her last single, so it's not like Michige Sayumi's Mikaeri Bijin or Kudo Haruka's What Can You Do, was it?
Yeah.
So it's not. She doesn't get a send off in this one. She has another
Yeah.
year to go. So this song feels like a '90s Zard every little thing kind of song, and it's got this retro '90s Japanese pop feel to it, which is always I'm a sucker for, specifically '90s Japanese pop for some reason. So this is great. But yeah, I still think Nakanize is better.
Yeah, definitely. This is a little too, I don't know, vanilla rock pop. Just not.
I wouldn't even say rock, but yeah, it's a pretty generic pop song. It's
a
more the
little-
sentimental side, though.
Yeah, a little more. So,
And you know what I really like is the vocal treatment that they did. They put this filter on that makes it seem like they're singing through glass, maybe? Just they're singing behind a glass wall into a mic. And I really like that effect in this song. It's unique. You don't really hear that, especially in Hello Project, I don't think. So whatever sound engineer did with Yamazaki Aoi's song, or maybe it was Yamazaki Aoi who requested it, I think it was a great choice. It sounds very unique and different.
yeah. There's a few of them I didn't care for their vocals in this song, but a lot of Aiko is one of them.
She's always been a not great singer, so
Yeah. She doesn't have the greatest vocals. At least not in the range that most idol singers perform in.
no, she's definitely not a Nakanishi Kana or a Murata Mizuki or not one of those vocal powerhouses.
Yeah.
Uh, so-
It's an alright song.
Yeah. Let's talk about the PV for a second here, because we got a lot of PVs to talk about. Pink and blue seems to be the motif here.
Yeah. In a window.
In a window, changes
infinite-
colors.
You know, that whole infinite thing where you fall into the window and fall
Right.
into another window.
It's
and-
like you put two mirrors in front of each other, and you see
Yeah.
itself for. It is PVception.
Yeah. That infinite loop
Yeah.
that they got going on.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really well done, but whatever activity they're doing isn't really eye-catching, so I just kind of look at the effect and go, "Oh, that's a cool effect," but nothing else about what the members are doing is interesting enough to kind of make the effect relevant or deep.
yeah, it's just, hey, I'm standing here looking bored or pretty or
Yeah.
semi interested in this thing in my hand.
It's a mirror. Oh, look at me. I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
Yeah, we'll get to mirrors here in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, I found nothing in this PV interesting.
Yeah.
It's a mirror image of blue and pink on the scenes, the
Yeah.
sets. There's some slight differences in the shapes for one set, the blue set. The pink set has slightly more tassel leaves things on it than the blue set does. The blue set has slightly more rectangles.
Mhm.
And that's about it.
Yeah. And I really don't like the outfits. I think this PV really doesn't make
Yeah.
sense with the song. I think the song is like kind of cool and hip in a way. This PV seems more for a song that sounds more like a generic idol pop song.
Yep.
The color, cuteness, and then the outfits, they look like they work at Hot Dog on a Stick or the famous Kuidaura Ningyo in Osaka. You seen that the doll in Osaka, right? It's not a doll, it's more like a statue, and it's of a guy playing drums and he's wearing glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like that outfit, it's just a stripe.
That dandy boy type outfit.
It just looks cheesy.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
look just absolutely cheesy.
And it
And
looks plasticky on the red ones, so it's not. Yeah.
yeah, and it just doesn't make sense with the song, so I think it's weird.
No, I agree with you on that. I found nothing in this PV to be interesting. Not even looking at the members was that interesting.
Oh, members look good. I
Yeah,
have to give
yeah,
them
they
that.
look good, but they're not doing anything to.
Sometimes that's all you need in idols, you know? Just look good.
But they're not doing anything. They're not making a cute expression. They're not
But
winking. It's not.
but look at all the people that are watching idols stream and not do anything in front of the camera, and there are just hundreds of thousands of viewers watching. It's you can get away with it if
Yeah,
you're an idol, you know? So it's fine.
this is very true. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it for me.
Yeah, rate it, man.
I would shelf both. I'm not into the '90s sound for this one.
I will shelf the PV. I think the effect is really cool, but just doesn't fit with the song. This PV should go to a cuter song. And PV, I'm gonna playlist it. I think it has a good melody. Not as good as Nakanize, but definitely up there. It's pretty solid. I like it. On Jurumu Uraha Lover, and next up Girls number 2, Hat Peace Love.
Yeah, happy peace lovers.
They
And
just
it works better when you say it with a Japanese accent, I think.
right. Hot Peace Love. So they just combined happy and peace.
Peace. And attached love because love.
Yep. Because that's God. This okay. I don't. This song is pretty. Let's get the song out of the way. I think.
It's,
To me, it feels like a Tsuri-bit song with a little
yeah.
bit of Dempa instrumentals.
Yeah.
That's how I. Just the way they sing, how cutesy they are in their delivery and stuff,
Yeah.
came off as Tsuri-bit to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
In the most unobjectionable idol pop music genre
Yeah.
style way, so
And it still comes off somehow sounding generic.
yeah.
Just plain.
Yeah, really plain.
Um,
And then, you can't forget the speaking lines in the middle. Because what's an idol song without speaking lines?
Yeah, what's an idol without, being able to act cute and try and fish you?
Yep. So yeah, the song, I really don't think there's much to say on the song.
Nah, it's
I think
probably one of their better songs.
I think it's their best song.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say, but I'd have to go listen to them all again. But yeah, it is probably their best song.
It is the least objectionable song in PV I think they've ever done for me.
But it doesn't mean it's great either.
Right, it's just not exciting, you know?
Yeah.
It checks all the boxes, you know? It's a idly song, check. This PV is adorable and cutesy, check. But checking off your checklist doesn't mean you're going to have the greatest experience, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because checking off a checklist doesn't equal to quality. It's just checking off things that happen.
Checklists are great if you're trying to make a plane not crash.
Right.
Not so great if you're trying to make a idol group
Entertainment, yeah, in general. Because there comes a point where you need superlatives other than this is very straightforward and generic.
Yeah.
Well done, but straightforward and generic.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at here with the PV as well. I think it's a good idea.
It's interesting.
Yeah, so they start filming this PV. It's like a meta thing, right? Where they're not actually filming the PV, but they're filming the PV for the song. They're messing up the choreography.
I wonder how hard it was for them to do that.
To mess up the choreography?
Yeah, to be that bad at the choreography.
I mean, maybe they went into it without actually practicing. Maybe they just learned it and then did it and pretended, faked it.
And then had to go back to the studio and learn it for real.
Right, yeah, no, or just, learn it better. Because dancing isn't something you just do it once and learn. You do it over and over again, so you don't have to, you can do it without thinking about it.
Yeah.
So maybe they just learned it once in a week and then did this and then rehearsed it afterwards or something. I don't know, but I think you can fake it without,
probably
looking like you know what you're doing. So they're terrible at dancing. They're messing up the choreography, and then the director is like, "Oh my god, you guys suck! Stop this!" And then their entire staff of PV filming crew leave, and they boycott the situation because it was just that bad.
Yeah, and one of them's got the wrong outfit on. She's got the wrong socks on.
Right, the socks. She points at the sock like, "That's the wrong sock. You're supposed to be wearing white. What are you doing?" And she's wearing a black sock.
But they're not actually wearing white. Not all of them are?
Yeah.
I noticed that when they come back in to refilm, one of them's wearing like orange. Or not orange, blue.
Right,
and,
right.
I think one's wearing pink. But it's really light and you can't really tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, honestly.
In this lighting, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, what they do is they go through missions on getting better. So they do things like rehearse, perform lives, handing out flyers, to get better for this PV shoot, which they reshoot, and they're like, "Hey, we did it! Yay! We reshot the PV and it didn't fail."
And mission like 7 is to do a cute face, and
right.
They speak in the song, and it's and one of them's like editing the PV or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's supposed to be doing.
She's learning whatever video editing program that's popular these days.
I don't know what exactly she's doing, but it's a shot from one of the first PV or the second one.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks like she's editing it for sure.
Where she is playing the recorder with her nose.
Right. Oh, you know what it is? That part, I think she's trying to become a YouTuber at the same time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know.
Maybe.
They didn't really mention, like, oh, become a YouTuber or anything, so.
Yeah. Maybe. That's possible.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's responding to her haters on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because why did you play a recorder with your nose in the video?
Which we talked about, for sure. Maybe they watch our videos and listen to our podcast. They're like, man, these fuckers from the U.S., man, they're so rude, making fun of my recorder nose whistle thing.
I mean, it can't be that easy to do, but yeah. And then
But
they, what? Where is that shot? I don't remember where scene it is. They're supposed to be all like stressed out, and one of them just acts cute and winks at the camera. They're doing the whole stressed out thing, and yeah, it's just I don't know. It's probably the best that they've done.
yeah, for
It
sure.
gives them more of an identity than what they've had and before, which I enjoyed.
This makes me care more about them.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
It actually,
actively follow them, but care
yeah,
about them.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't actively follow them either, but yeah, it actually makes you, want to be interested in them
Yeah.
more than anything else they've done.
But to me, this is my issue also with Suribit is that what they do is so straightforward and by the book that I just can't care.
Yeah,
It's fine, it's great, it's well done. At least this is. I can't speak the same about their previous stuff, but
yeah,
Suribit's way more consistent than Up Girls, and they've been around way longer. But yeah, it's just similar kind of feel when I look at Suribit. This is fine. That's all I
yeah,
can say.
yeah. Yeah, it's cute. It yeah, like you said, it checks all the things that it needs to.
Yep.
Um, there's nothing offensive about it.
Nope.
Not
Maybe
even
that's the issue.
not even the outfits really, except you don't like the belly, so
I mean, at least they kind of cover it with the knot in the front. But yeah, I mean, it happens so often that it's like whatever most of the time.
it's still just whatever.
Yeah. So it's like I'm used to it. Remember when Smilage used to be the idol group with the shortest skirts in Japan or something? Remember they were billed
Yeah,
as that? Yeah.
that,
It's just
that,
ingrained to the idol industry. So,
yep.
all right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Rate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shelf both of these. I don't see myself listening to this over any of the other 60 or 70 idol songs out there.
That's an
that are
understatement.
that are basically the same. So
Yeah, I'll shelf both. I think this is the most amount of charm and I don't know, care that I've seen from them. So I think this is easily the best thing they've done PV and song wise. So it came together in a good way. But yeah, for me, it's just not intriguing enough, I guess. It's like really, it's well done, but just doesn't do it for me.
at least they actually looked like they were invested in this TV.
Right. They look like they cared. They pretended to care, I guess. Maybe.
Where in several of the previous ones, they just kind of looked bored and
Well, I think some of them it has to do with the themes of the song. Like the last one we talked about, they had to
yeah,
be like all serious and shit because it was supposed to be like a teen angst song.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna shelf both PV and song. That's Up Girls 2, Hot Piece Love, and next up, speaking of midriff or skin or whatever, AKB48, Teacher Teacher. Hashtag partition love.
Without the teacher,
Yeah.
the PV is not nearly as risque as teacher as Partition Love was.
Risque in terms of like
The middle schooler dating the teacher.
right, the themes and actual plot, right?
Yeah,
This is risque in we're a sexy circus
yeah,
that they have going on.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Virginity.
Virginity? What are you talking about? NMB?
Yeah,
I don't think this reminds me of Virginity.
yeah, probably not. I'd have to go rewatch Virginity again.
To me, this looks like Girls' Generation Genie Japanese PV, where the dance shots are in a circus tent.
What was that MMB PV where they went into the closet, knitted up in the
That
circus?
was Junjo under 19.
Yeah, okay. And I don't think even there their outfits were quite this short.
No, no. This is
So
the probably the most overtly sexual song we've seen in a while by AKB. I feel like
probably, yeah.
I don't remember what the
It's a
last one
little
will be.
the song itself is a little darker.
Yeah, for sure. It's mature.
Yeah. Um but there's just not a whole lot going on here.
I
In the PV anyway.
Yeah, the PV is definitely lacking in content. I appreciate the locations that they used, but it just seemed random for no reason. Like, hey, we're wet in some bushes. Like, what? And then
Yeah.
the next thing, hey, we're like on top of Mount Everest. And then
Yeah.
next minute, I'm in a corn PV.
Yeah. What? Butterfly bullets in my.
I think it's Freak on a Leash.
Nah, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
It's the one with the bullet holes, and the bullet holes are
Bullet for my Valentine?
no, it's corn, dude. I
Well,
know
it
for a
was-
fact it's corn. Corn music video. Yeah, it's
No.
Freak on a Leash. Yeah. It's the scene where it's all black curtains, but it has holes in it, so the light is getting in through the holes.
Okay.
The first group I've seen do it is Corn, Freak on a Leash.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the locations. I don't really understand the concept of this PV, except for we're a sexy circus that doesn't really do any tricks.
Yeah.
Because they took away our elephants. Goddamn PETA.
And it looks like they're standing on a wedding cake.
You're right, it's layered.
Yeah.
I think the set is cool. I just wish they did a little more with it. Maybe have elephants literally doing the dance moves in the background. I don't know.
Get some lions jumping through some hoops or something.
Yeah, some even if it's just Cirque du Soleil, right, where humans are doing some crazy stuff in the air.
Yeah.
It just feels empty, even though this is a PV with what 32 people probably.
I don't know.
It just feels empty. It's weird.
There's at least 16 in there.
It's not
But-
16.
There's more. I think pretty sure there's more than that.
Yeah, it's definitely 32. I'm pretty sure. It's gotta be. I'm gonna look that up.
But yeah, this song reminds me of something that NMB would do. A darker, more mature.
I don't know if it's just exclusive to NMB, but yeah.
There's like
Sure.
27.
I can't find information on this. What the fuck am I doing here?
Well, just like counting how many members there are in the final shot. There's like 27, 28.
Okay, fine. I finally found it. It is 28 members. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so a PV with 28 people that looks empty for some reason. That's not good.
Yeah. They've got
And-
some interesting scenes or sets.
Yeah, I really like the idea of this circle, the sexy circus thing. I just wish the cuts weren't as quick. I don't know if you noticed this.
Yeah.
They'll show like a dance move, right? And they were, you know how you sing and you finish like a phrase or a sentence, right? I think, especially in a chorus, you want to see the lip syncing end where the end of the phrase or the sentences. It just cuts off when they say teacher, teacher, naze, and before they could even get to naze, it cuts into a different cut, and it cuts away from the member singing that line. So it just feels like the cut is abrupt and unnecessary, and it cuts way too fast. It doesn't focus on anything partially because there's 28 people.
Yeah. Yeah. That is. There's a few shots where they don't cut away. They get the whole phrase out, but it's mostly dance shots, so you're not really seeing them singing anyway. So
Right, but there's a couple of shots where, the one I can think of is like specifically in the first chorus. I think it's Koji Mamako, and she's doing the teacher, and then they don't let her finish, and it just cuts to someone's ass or leg or something like that.
yeah.
Let her finish the phrase. If you're gonna cut after she sings that phrase or during the beginning of the phrase, so someone else can finish it.
Yeah.
That's like telling a story without a climax. It feels like you're leaving someone hanging.
Yeah.
At least to me.
I don't recognize half these members.
What? You don't know Obata Yuna?
No.
You don't know Takino Yumiko?
Nope.
You don't know... You know these people. Kubo Satone? You don't know Murayama Yuri? Nah, actually, she's kind of famous.
Yeah, I've heard her name. I couldn't necessarily put a name with
You don't know Yamauchi Mizuki?
No.
No, I don't either. I don't know any of these people. I mean...
The center girl. I didn't know who she was.
Oguri Yui?
Yeah.
Oh, I know her at least.
There's so many shots in here where she reminds me of Milky.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Like, so many shots in here where she's, like, posing and staring off. She's got the head on her chin.
She's like, cute, yeah.
Wow, she looks a lot like Milky. Like, a little younger Milky than what, like, Milky when she debuted.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's about the age when Milky debuted, which is also another weird thing, I guess.
Yeah.
She's 16. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sakura looks fantastic. That's all that matters in the world.
Yukine looks pretty good.
She's old. Too old.
Yeah.
It's alright. I never really cared for Kashiwagi, so that's my fault. But yeah, so I think I like the look of the PV. I like the members look good, so that's great.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more going on than, hey, we're just gonna cut the camera to the Alps, and 6 members are dancing on top of the Alps. Like, why? Doesn't make any sense.
Why did you use really blatant CG that nobody will believe?
Right, it doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna do something, just do something in this ridiculous set that you made, because it's huge. It's really well made. It's sick.
It looks like it's in, like, freaking Budokan or something.
It's gigantic. Or it looks gigantic, at least.
Yeah.
So...
And the outdoor scenes are just why?
Yeah, it makes no sense. Hey, we're sneaking around in bushes. That's so dumb. In a not funny way.
I guess they're, like, stalking the teacher or something? I don't know.
It's like, lol, random.
Yep.
So, let's talk about the song. Song is, to me, I felt like it sounded like something or some other group, but I don't remember what I thought of. Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I was just saying maybe X-21? But
no.
X-21 tends to do pretty generic save.
Yeah, for sure. They're like Nogizaka.
Yeah. A slightly sexier Nogizaka.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's not like SNSD. Or SND 48. SDN 48.
Right. I guess it's more along those lines.
And it's not Predia, because Predia doesn't do... songs really like this either.
Not exactly like this. Similar, I think. It it can be kind of like this.
Not quite as upbeat, not quite as synthy.
Right, they're a little slower and a little more deliberate. This is more up tempo.
Yeah, this is a little more clubbing, whereas like Pretty is like a nightclub rather than a dance club. Yeah, a little more classy.
Okay, whatever reference you're trying to make with clubs, I'm not gonna understand. I've only entered one club in my life, and I don't even know what I would call that club. So,
I was just thinking it's more like Pretty is like the gentleman's club where you're not necessarily partying and dancing,
right?
And this is more like the party dance club.
Sure.
At least to me.
Sure.
I wouldn't actually know since there's like not a club within 100 miles of me, so unless it's a strip club.
Oh hell yeah! This is a strip club. Okay, so this is actually a strip club circus where they strip on top of the stupid birthday cake, and then that thing they're in is a dressing room.
Well, yes, that I would believe because they do that whole oh hey look I'm staring at myself and it's not really me.
Right.
Which I just found mildly awkward because there's like no storyline to that at all.
No, there isn't.
Just like, oh hey, I'm staring at Okanadana, but I'm not actually Okanadana, and I have nowhere near her hairstyle.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
It's whatever they want it to be.
And it's like, oh hey, look, I'm staring at Kashiwagi Yuki, but I'm definitely not Kashiwagi Yuki, and I'm... It's like, are you staring at these people because that's who you're supposed to replace or something? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. I think this song is pretty damn catchy.
Yeah.
I think it's not... right now, as of right now, I like Jabba Ja more. I know that's heresy to most people. I think I would bet money that people like this song more than Jabba Ja. But right now, I think I like Jabba Ja more. But I can see myself growing to love this song. I think this song is really catchy.
I would say, yeah, that's heresy. But then I don't like that song, so...
Yeah.
I like that song. It's something that I wasn't expecting to come out of AKB.
Right.
I had seen some of the promo shots for this. Where
have you seen the covers?
Yeah, some of them.
They're wearing plastic. Oh my god.
They're like plastic shorts.
They look ridiculous.
Or something to that effect. Yeah, I've seen some of the promotion shots, though. I'm not sure if I've seen the exact covers, but yeah.
They don't look like AKB. They look more like Max from the 90s. Remember that group?
Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, I haven't thought about them in decades.
That's what they look like. They look like Max.
Very sexy.
Yeah.
Very sexy. So, I kind of went in here knowing that it was going to be a little, possibly, maybe, you never know with AKB.
Yeah.
More mature. But yeah, I like this sound. It's not your typical AKB sound.
Yep.
The vocals don't follow the trend that they've done for the last how many years?
I think they still do. I just think it's not as obvious or as offensive in a song like this. I think their stylings are the worst when it's used on a ballad or like a plain ass generic idol pop song.
I don't think they do it as much here.
Maybe not, but
the verse, they do it in the chorus.
Yeah.
But in the verses, you've only got like 2 or 3 people generally singing at once.
Right.
And you can pick their voices out.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Well, now the chorus, it goes back to the like. Typical...
But it's not offensive because for me, in a song like this, I think it's okay.
Yeah, it blends a little more.
It blends way better
with the instrumentals.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it definitely is better. And this feels more in the vein of like Darkness or what was that other song with the piano girl? Was that Darkness?
Piano. Oh, the rotating piano, the keyboard.
Yeah.
Asmarion. Escape.
Yeah, Escape.
Escape. Yeah.
Yeah. This feels more along those lines than, or some of NMB's darker stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I definitely like this more than the stuff they've been releasing.
Yep.
Even over like Halloween Night and
Oh,
um,
this is definitely better than Halloween Night.
what's that other song that came out before that one? But same thing.
Uh, Koisuru Fortune Cookie?
Yeah, that one.
Kokoro no Placard?
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Uh,
Yeah, no.
What did I think about Kokoro no Placard? You know, AKB's had some good singles in the past couple of years. I really like Love Trip, Kimi Melody, you know, so. But
Uh, I would say wannabe K-pop.
mm, I think the influences are very clear. The choreo is very K-pop, so
Yeah, but
they
it's
definitely
not.
went in on that.
It's nowhere near as intricate as K-pop would be,
Yeah,
or
probably not.
as hard.
Yeah.
It's not as energetic or quick as a lot of K-pop is. At least that I've seen.
Yeah.
Um, so,
All right. Anything else?
no. I would shelf the PV. There's really not the replayability there for me. But I would put the song on a playlist, and I haven't put an AKB song on a playlist in a long time.
I will shelf the PV, but I'm probably gonna watch this a lot because the members look really good. Sakura looks fantastic. Oguri looks fantastic. I'm just saying.
Hmm?
I like the set, the random locations, the bushes and Mount Everest. It's random, but I don't hate it. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't add to the PV, but I don't think it subtracts from my enjoyment of the PV. I just wanted to point it out because I thought it was super random. Uh, but yeah,
I
members look
I
amazing.
I
Uh huh.
think that is also like the K-pop influence there with the sets and stuff.
Is it?
Because a lot of K-pop does multiple sets, but in this case, it just doesn't make sense. Wherein the stuff I've seen, it actually makes sense on why they move scene sets. But I think a lot of K-pop is also CG.
Yeah.
So
And song, I will playlist it just like you. This song could definitely grow on me because when I initially heard the song, I thought it was okay, but after a couple listens, I'm enjoying it more and more. So yeah, this is
yeah,
fantastic. Pretty solid. I like the PV, so and the song is great. So that's AKB48 Teacher Teacher. Next up, Shinshi Todoroku Gekijou no Gotoku. That's Shingeki for short. Shinsekai Exodus.
whoa.
Um,
And I thought like Baby Metal and Momoko were freaking weird.
this song takes weirdness to a whole nother level.
Yeah. Yeah, at least there's some like flows generally, or has
This does
some.
not at all whatsoever. It just everything is
Wow.
an abrupt halt.
Yeah.
Hey, what is a transition?
Yeah.
No, it's just stomping on your brakes, going 80 miles an hour. That's their idea of a transition, basically.
No, their idea of a transition is a complete U-turn
Yeah, it's like just into
while grabbing
oncoming
the
traffic.
emergency brake.
Yeah, just there's traffic coming in. You're not even supposed to make a U-turn, but you do it anyway.
Because you're late for the, I don't know, you're late for your own funeral or something.
Yeah, I don't. This is ridiculous.
Oh, oh man. So it starts off with big band
It's a big band swing. It starts with the
drum.
typical, yeah, floor tom tom drum beat thing that happens in a lot of big band jazz music, swinging, and then it turns into just a very typical passcode ish synth alternative rock kind of thing.
And that seems to be the main theme.
Right, because that's what, the chorus is, basically. But then it
Yeah.
goes into the verse, and it's just this weird-ass talking thing with weird-ass instrumentals.
Yeah.
I
And then
Oh,
it's kind of a EDM-ish type
right.
thing. And then it goes into a dance break where
They look like speed skaters.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
look like shitty speed skaters.
And I don't know what you'd call that, but it's weird.
They look like they're speed skating. That's literally the choreography.
Yeah, but
And they do that for about 20 seconds straight.
But what's the music there? Because I just
It's just noise, nonsense.
yeah, I don't know what that is. And then it goes back into the like alternative rock type synth EDM.
But then, like, when they start
Rock.
singing, because it's like the second verse at this point, right? And it's just this weird combination of speaking lines and singing.
And
Wow.
trying to sound like a little metal.
Right. There's like a metal break in between, but like when it's not in the break, it sounds like Primus. Like Les Claypool is playing the bass with his penis, it sounds like. That's the way it sounds like to me.
And then it goes into DDR Eurobeat pada
Yeah,
pada.
techno pada pada. They actually literally do the pada pada.
Yeah,
And
after
like terribly too. It's not done very well.
after the white girl, the girl in white, I can't think of her name. Says,
Imoko?
yeah, no, Emoko's the one in blue.
I have these names confused. All I know is Imoko, and I thought it was the girl in white with the glasses.
No, Emoko's the one that writes all the songs.
Okay. She's responsible for this.
Well, she's responsible for the lyrics at least.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she does the music.
Right.
Although in this case, I believe it just says songwriter in the description, which is interesting.
So it's just, they probably just have a general producer that just does all their songs. That's what it comes
Probably.
off as when
Yeah.
they do that. But yeah, Imoko wrote this lyrics, so
Which is
song.
cool. I'm
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
yeah, that's cool.
But the music is just wow. No,
It's-
Kotono is the one in glasses.
Okay.
Um,
This is beyond someone trying to figure their sound out. It's more like the producer just doesn't give a fuck what they sound like.
yeah.
This is his artistic vision. It's like when Sunku keeps on reusing his favorite sounds and samples, right?
His
For like a
favorite
year,
synth horn.
right? He does that for like a year, 2 years, like over and over again. This has been my issue with Shingeki since when I first heard about Shingeki. Their songs just don't make any sense. There's no flow. It just comes to abrupt stops almost.
In a lot of
Multiple
cases.
times. Yeah. Like
Unless
when it
it's
goes
one of
back into the
their-
big band stuff, it's just a complete abrupt stop.
Yeah. Why? And there's one scene in here where Kotono is speaking and she says, raise your hands and clap. Why not? Because you can? I think is
Yeah,
what she
it's
says.
it's the English breakdown thing, right?
And it's all spoken.
Yeah.
And then it goes into Pada Pada.
Yep. This song just
It's hilarious to like listen to it and analyze it and go,
Yeah.
wow. But to like listen to it is just
the weird thing is I thought I would hate this song, but I don't hate this song.
right. I actually kind of like it.
I don't mind it. I don't like it. I think the chorus is really solid. It feels like an anime opening kind of alt rock kind of sound, which, I hear over and over again, but the melody's good. It's catchy, so that's cool. But just everything else is just so all over the place, and confused.
Well, this group is a little confusing to me. There's 5 members. And in the last song, Rainy, I believe was the one, their last one.
Rainy, yeah.
It was Kotono and Imoko.
Mostly,
With,
yeah.
like, support from the other 3.
Right.
In this one, it's like all 3 of them. And they did this with the single before Shiny.
It's more
Rainy,
fair, I guess, but the focus is definitely still Imoko and Kotono.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. But they did this with the song before Rainy, which was more like this.
Right. It was all over the place.
Yeah, and it was focused more on all 5. But the one before that, which I believe was the first one we talked about from them, was slower and more focused on Imoko and Kotono.
Oh, this choreo is so ridiculous.
So it's just weird.
Oh,
And their profile pictures, oh my god, their profile pictures are something else.
Yeah,
They've
on
got,
the website?
Yeah. They've got the black outfits that they have in the PV, and then their performance outfits, which are the colored.
Mm-hmm.
But their profile pictures are them in lingerie.
Oh, didn't they do that 2 PVs ago?
Possibly.
Where it was the second half of the PV was literally a gravure shoot. I remember
Possibly. And it doesn't list their ages. There's nothing on them.
I think they're pretty old.
It lists their birthdays, but not what year.
Yeah.
I would say they're at least 18.
Yeah, for sure. I would say so. Like, the short hair girl, I think is like... I wouldn't be surprised if someone told me she's like 28. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They're taking the Arai Hitomi approach.
Yeah. I kind of find the PV a little... I don't know, I find it a little disconnected, especially with the outfits, because they're not trying to hide the cuteness or the prettiness or anything like that. They're not trying to look grungy. They're clean, and it's just like... This song seems like it should be grittier and dirtier and edgier.
Right.
And the PV doesn't really lend itself to that. I don't know.
I guess I can agree with that. It is a clean PV. Like, the club that they used is really nice looking.
Well, they don't even do, like... There's no chains, there's no... there's nothing to make them look like they're edgy.
No, for sure. I mean, that's fine, because you know who has that covered? Zanba Kimi no Seida has that covered, because they literally hang syringes and bloody knives from the ceiling, because that's their visual, right? So, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with Red looking like Little Red Riding Hood, Just, fine, let's go with it. It's cool. I'm fine with that.
I don't like Black. Black's outfit I still don't like.
Yeah, that's an alpha. That's just... You facepalm.
Yeah.
The pink
thing hey, look, I'm going to wear a
top.
furry bra over this
black that's pretty
half shirt.
Pretty dumb looking.
But, yeah, I don't know. That's about the only thing I really disliked about the PV.
And you know what? You know how I usually have that issue with going into public places and not having a crowd or whatever?
Yeah.
Because they're in a club here with, like, lights and everything. I don't have an issue with this for some reason. I don't know why.
Maybe because they're putting more effort into the choreo than most groups do?
I don't know. It just feels like the song and PV is all over the place. So it doesn't feel like a performance-focused, hey, we're going to perform in front of people kind of thing. Just feels like we snuck into a club because we're gangster like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This PV shot nicely, but I don't give a shit.
About the only thing I really give a shit about is... this is like the one group I actually enjoy watching.
Yes, you do.
The members. At least 2 of the members.
I think Zumoko's cute. If
yeah,
if I may be shallow,
Yeah, I think Kotono's cute too, but
Yeah, she's pretty. But the
um,
other members, I don't really care
yeah.
about. But then again, that might just be front member syndrome.
Mm.
So, you know,
Nagisa's okay. She's the red one. She's
the other three don't do it for me.
but like Momo and he. That's not Hibiki. What is that? Is that? Maybe it is. Yeah. Um. Oh God, how to rate this song?
Well, you've always liked Shingeki, so I'm never surprised by your ratings anymore of them.
uh, I think I'd shelf this one. Um, I didn't care for the last song that they did like this as much. Um, I preferred their slower stuff like Rainy and I can't even think of the name of the other one. Oh, Awake Eve, that was the one. I preferred those songs to these. Yeah, I'd shelf the PV too. The PV is actually all right, but yeah.
I will shelf both. This is probably the least objectionable thing Shingeki's done. It might just be that I'm becoming desensitized by their antics. I am not sure 100% about that. I'd have to go revisit their previous stuff, but I feel like this is the most fun I've had listening to and watching their stuff. And I thought Rainy as a song felt really nice, so uh, maybe I'm just getting used to their shtick. Maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't dislike this. I feel like I dislike the first couple things we talked by them, so yeah, this is totally fine.
Well, and they're not trying to sing in falsetto in this one either,
Yeah, I guess so.
which definitely helps, especially Moko's
But
vocals.
but it's like this is so crazy that whatever they do is probably not going to make it that much worse.
This is true.
They could just scream in awful noise and screeching, and I think this song would probably feel the same.
I wonder how they are on screaming.
They should scream.
They haven't done that yet that I've heard. So
All right, that's Shingeki, Shinsekai Exodus, and let's get to the rapid fire ratings because oh my god, we have a lot of PVs.
there's
Still have to talk about 6 PVs. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's be really quick with these. First up,
yeah.
Kolokol. Squall.
This is a group I know nothing about.
I don't either. It's the first thing I've seen by them.
Um, apparently they're releasing an album though, so
Yep.
yeah, that's about all I can say.
Yep. This PV, there's really not much going on. It's your typical, probably shot in a studio warehouse kind of situation, backlighting a little bit. And there's a couple of outside shots, I think, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Members
it looks
are,
like shit.
yeah, members are just shadowed the entire time, so you have no idea who's who. So that's not great for people like us who have never seen or heard anything by them. So
There's a few shots where you can see what they're wearing and who they are, but they're few and far between, and yeah, I
they
don't
look
like it.
they look to be wearing something between what Gang Parade would wear and school uniforms. So just the
Yeah.
shape of the outfits, it looks like maybe Gang Parade crossed with regular school uniforms.
It's actually more, I would say, Gang Parade crossed with the Russian influences.
Okay.
From looking at their website,
Mm-hmm.
it's like blue and got gold stuff on it. I don't know. It's a very, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they definitely went the artist route, and
Yep.
just doesn't. Yeah, it's not a very well shot thing. I get it. It is well shot for what they're going for, but it's not well shot in that we can't really see much.
It's not well shot as a promotion.
Right. It is
It,
more of an art piece than a promotion piece,
yeah.
which is
Yep.
fine, but doesn't do it for us.
The
Uh,
song is
yeah,
the song's pretty good.
it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's
got a hook.
alt rock, pop
Yeah,
rock,
yeah,
punk rock. I don't know.
yeah. It's got some like synth stuff going on, but not like the aggressive passcode Zenbu Kimi no Seida kind of synth. It's a little more subdued, and it leans more towards like indie rock rather than
Yeah.
heavy metal or alternative rock kind of thing.
Yeah. And when I first listened to this, I'm like, is this actually idols?
Yeah, apparently they are. They are
They do
a four-person idol group.
they do call themselves an idol group.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, I think this song has like beautiful melodies kind of just spread across the song, and the some of the vocal work is kind of leaving stuff to be desired. It's just they leave some emotional moments on the table because they're just not strong singers, or some of them aren't. Like one in particular is very idly in terms of her vocals. So as emotional as this song can be, it her vocals just doesn't reach it.
but
But
overall, the vocals are pretty good.
yeah, the other members carry it for sure.
The
So
vocals are actually really good for
no, it's just
what
this one girl that stands out to me.
girl with the short hair that kind of has that really high idol voice.
I think so.
I think that's who it is anyway.
She just doesn't have a strong voice. So, and
Yeah.
this song I think lends to having a strong voice.
Yeah.
Anything else on this?
No.
All right, rate it.
I would. I'd playlist the song. And shelf the PV. Actually, no. I'd dump the PV because why bother?
Yeah, same here. Dump the PV. They did some lighting. It looks like they stood in front of a, you know,
They
a
stood
campfire or something. It just
Right.
this orange light just looks still dim and dark. Doesn't look good. The song is really catchy, pretty melodies, good instrumentals, powerful. So yeah, I'd check it out if I were you. That's Kolokol Squall. Next up, we got two PVs from band Ja Naimon, Born to be Idol.
Welcome to the '80s.
This is so 80s.
This video is so '80s. Like early morning television news show.
Right.
God, it's been so long since I've seen the clock in the corner of a video.
Right.
It's like, wow.
I don't know if the US did this, but Japan still does this where they show the time in the mornings at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it like recently, so I'm not sure how recent it happened here, but yeah, it still happens in Japan in the early hours. So yeah, this is 80s as hell. It's got that white bloomy effect to make it look retro. The members are
Yeah.
wearing electric hot pink neon colors for sweaters, which was totally a look in the 80s.
I wouldn't
In
necessarily
Japan.
say neon, but definitely very bright.
Yeah.
And white skirts. Those white skirts are, yeah.
80s idol staple.
Yeah. I don't know. I probably am not into the '80s as much as you are,
80s is
but
fine.
every time I've seen anybody from the '80s, it's like that's the skirt they're gonna wear.
It depends on what in the 80s. I think in the 80s, I think like hair metal was great, and I also think new wave was great. Everything else is whatever to me.
Yeah,
So
but the song is anything but '80s.
no, this is just we've said generic idol pop over and over again this episode. This is a textbook definition of generic idol pop, except for maybe the lyrics.
little heavier on the guitar, I would say, than most generic stuff.
Yeah, I
But
guess if like Dempa Gumi did a generic idol pop song, it would sound like this.
yeah, this is probably as bad as generic as Dimpa could get.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
can
they
see that.
mentioned what is it? Bang Monsters from the East in the
Yeah,
lyrics. I feel like that's a way better group name or a song title than Band Ja Naimon or Born to Be Idol, I think.
yeah. Hello, hello, hello to the world. There's just random English in the song for
Yeah,
no reason,
they
which
talk
was
about
a very common thing in the 80s and 90s.
yeah, but then they talk about Instagram, so it's like
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I
Wikipedia?
sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
Visually 80s song is very much a I think a typical Band Ja Naimon up-tempo song.
Yep.
And by that I mean I don't give a shit about this song. I
Pretty
don't know
much,
who
yeah.
writes their music, but their melodies are never catchy to me. It's so weird. Even groups I don't really care for, there's always one or two songs where I'm like, "Oh yeah, this melody's yeah, it's got a good hook." Never has ever happened with Banjo Naimon. It's weird
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I would agree with that.
because everything about Banjo Naimon should resonate with me, but it doesn't. It's so weird.
Yeah. I. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think there was one song where they were like performing in the middle of a street in the PV, which was okay, and that was about it. Um. Yeah, they're just very. I don't know. Safe.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
you
edge
you
to them.
yeah, I mean you can be safe, but their concept as a band idol is so unique that I feel like as long as the music is kind of solid, like in terms of hookiness, catchiness, I think it should work.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah, they're not. They're not zone. Not at all.
Still got 163,000 views though. That's crazy.
Well, on that one, their other one's only got 42.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how that
Uh,
works.
yeah, I mean, like Zone was a band idol,
Yeah, but they did
group,
they did basically pop songs though.
but they were good.
Yeah, because it depends on who wrote the songs for you, right? Does
Yeah.
Banjo Naimon write their own music? I don't think they do.
Well, Zone didn't write their own music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just need
Um,
a good producer at the end of
one,
the day.
in fact, one of Zone's like biggest hits was written by their manager.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was the name of that song? The Secret Base
Yeah.
was written by their manager.
Nice.
Not even a producer. It was just like, here, guys, you want to sing this song? I wrote it, so they did,
Now, hopefully he's rich as fuck.
and it was a really good song.
All right, let's rate this. We got way more
Uh,
PVs to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'd shelf them. Neither one are bad. Um, but neither one are notable either.
I'm gonna shelf both as well. Their songs just don't do it for me whatsoever. It just to me, I feel like I should dump the song, but it's not. I know it's not a bad song. It just comes off as a bad song to me. Just taste wise, it's really weird. That's Banjo Naimon, Bored to Be Idol. Next up, Banjo Naimon again. This song is called Koisuru Kanzen Hanzai.
There's
And
definitely more going on in the PV of this one,
it feels like there is, but there isn't though.
but well, yeah,
It's a lot of nothing for 5 minutes.
yeah. The song is way too freaking long.
It's so long. And
Um,
the video is basically each member is a part of some sort of investigation of a jewelry thief this thief is trying to steal a big ass diamond from this museum, or what looks like a shitty museum.
Or did,
And
or something.
right, sure, but it's supposed to be a big ass diamond. Um, there's a cop. Each member's dressed as something else. They're playing a role of a cop, an investigator, a detective, security officer. One's the culprit. One is waitress for some reason is involved here. So whatever, I don't get why. And this is the story is told in the Quentin Tarantino way, where they sort of reveal the ending first, where I believe it's the security guard that is passed out in front of the stolen diamond, and people are like, what the hell is going on? And it turns out a whole lot of nothing happened in between, and the ending, how it came to, is that the security guard just somehow felt like eating the diamond, ate the diamond, and choked on it, and thought, oh, you know, it'd be a great idea to not choke on this diamond is, you know, get a taser and tase myself. And then she passes out on the floor. And that is the crime scene. And people, the members show up. They're like, what the hell happened? They're trying to figure out what actually happened. And they wake up the security guard, or the security guard just wakes up at one moment. And then she's trying to get the diamond out of her throat or wherever it's stuck. And then the waitress comes in. She's like a magic user, sucks the diamond out of her chest. And it's over. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. And the detective gets shocked by the taser?
Yes, because that's what detectives do. They put the taser in the air and it just somehow shocks them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's malfunctioning, I don't know. But
I don't know. You got way more out of this PV than I did.
Look, when you're on a stationary workout bike for a half an hour and all you're doing is watching idle PVs, you notice some dumb shit. And that's what happened. And this felt like I was on the bike for 30 minutes, which was the duration of how long I biked for. And it felt like I biked for at least 6 miles watching this. It felt way too long, and nothing happened, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I talked about it sounded like a lot happened, but within a 5-minute video, a lot of nothing happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of scenes of them just standing around looking at things, or
and
sitting on a couch.
Nothing is happening in 5 minutes. The only things that happen are in the beginning and in the end. That's the only part you need to watch in this PV. The middle is all bullshit.
Yeah. The instrumentals are okay, but I don't like the vocals in this one. I don't like the anime vocals that the one girl uses.
Black hair, twin tail.
Yeah, the detective.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the vocals that she uses. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do it.
The song doesn't do it either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The song is very... It starts off sort of like it'd be good, and then it just falls flat.
Yep.
I'd shelf both. It's not bad enough to dump it, but I'll never watch this PV again.
Yeah. I think I would shelf... Yeah, I would shelf both. And the song, there's a line in the chorus which I thought was really catchy, but the rest of the song is just too long and forgettable for me. It's just... There was a redeeming factor there, but it just doesn't last long enough, and the rest of the song is so long that that small part gets buried in this song, and it's just really forgettable. And this PV is just so weirdly confusing. Like, I had to watch it 2-3 times to actually understand that nothing happens in this PV. It's kind of sad. That's band Ja Naimon, Koitsuru Kanzen Hanzai, and we got a trio of Suzuki Airi. PVs to talk about because, she's still under Hello Project, it looks like, because her video says promotion edit, and there's subtitling with the same exact font as if she were still in Cute. So, she's releasing a solo album on June 6th, which I am actually excited about. So we can talk about Start Again.
It's good.
This is good, right?
Yeah. I listened to this and went, damn, somebody's getting shafted.
You know what happens when, like, Aki P or Tsunku have, like, the certain specific composers that they like to hire for their songs, And
Yeah.
it just starts sounding samey because they use the same producer over and over again, right?
Yep.
This sounds completely unlike anything you would hear in Hell Project. It's like modern, Western, fresh, in terms of just looking at it from the idol fandom perspective. She's not really an idol anymore, and maybe other J-pop acts do music like this already. I think they do, but
Probably.
to hear it in this idol context is unbelievably refreshing.
Yeah, no, this is really good. I was thinking of yeah, your favorite soloist.
Kikawa,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's so getting shafted. Irie comes out with this in her first thing, and it's like, damn.
That makes me so sad now. Now that you put it into context. Because they're in similar situations, right? They're still technically under Hello Project. They do the same exact handling of YouTube where it's like promotion edit in parentheses and the subtitling of the lyrics. Same exact thing. It's by the same people, production-wise,
Yep.
So what the fuck what is this discrepancy here, right? One is Suzuki Airi, one's Kikawa. I guess that's the discrepancy.
The one was super popular and cute, and the other one was,
A failed solo act.
I guess.
I don't want to call her failed because she had some great stuff during her first year. But after that, oh my god. What a disappointment.
She had good stuff.
But her issues always stemmed from production. It was never her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
God. This is just, the song is really, like, Suzuki Airi's a great singer. We know that, so we don't have to talk about it.
Yep.
It's got this modern, fresh, electronic elements to it.
It's got strings that aren't a guitar or piano.
You would think when Japan does Western pop, it sometimes for me it gets a little cheesy. Maybe because Japanese is my first language, so it comes off cheesy, and I can speak English fluently, so it comes off cheesy because of that. But this isn't cheesy at all. It doesn't come off cheesy. It comes off really authentic and well done.
Yeah. And oh my god, whoever managed to pull this PV together had extras
Yeah.
that danced.
Man, I can't believe you brought it up. I thought I was gonna end up bringing it up, but yes.
Well, considering
Extras.
she's standing on the top of a cliff next to the ocean.
I'm pretty sure this is the same location where it's one of the Cute's final songs where there were like sheep herders. Remember that one?
Not off the top of my head.
They're like walking around in front of dirt and grass, and I feel like this is the same place.
And it probably looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Irie took the producer or songwriter from Bono early days.
But it's not Bono though. This doesn't sound like Bono.
It said, I want to do solo work. Make me something good.
Like good solo work.
Yeah.
Like legitimate, so I don't have to just cater to Hello Project fans.
Yeah. And she's not just there looking pretty, she actually dances too.
Yeah, she does. And the back dancers, they add to it.
Yeah. It's a good looking PV. I mean, yes, it's basically just her on a hill next to the ocean, but the color's good. It's well done.
Yeah.
I can't argue with this. Well, I can. It's not Shisato, so I can't argue with it. But Chisato's doing like variety stuff now, so Yeah, I would playlist the song. But I'd shelf the PV. I mean, yes, she looks good and the PV looks good, but there's not a whole lot going on there.
Yeah, I think that's solo artist PVs in a nutshell. We talked about
Mm,
Itano Tomomi's PVs a couple weeks ago, where she was in LA. It looked great, like even better looking than this as a PV. It was way more crisp. The locations were a little more interesting, but that's as much as you can do with a solo artist PV, unless you're doing
yeah.
some goofy shit. And I don't think that's in their wheelhouse. So yeah, I would shelf the song, the PV. It's shot nicely. She looks great, but yeah, just not enough going on. Song wise, playlist for sure. This song is absolutely catchy and feels great. So,
Uh,
next up, Suzuki Airi again, Distance. So, once again, feels Western, but I think it also has callbacks to J-pop. So it's got a nice mix of influences.
this reminds me of Utada. Stuff like Wait and See and Risk.
Right? Yeah, yeah, sure.
It gives me a bit of that feel. Not so much. It's more on the pop side than the hip hop side, which those were
Yeah,
more hip hop. But
yeah. I think
yeah,
this, to me, this feels more like closer to Speed, Max, or
mm,
Fairies than Utada Hikaru. Like it feels more Avex.
yeah, I could see that, but
Like I can totally see Fairies doing this song, like right
I
now.
I wouldn't say fairies, but yeah,
No, this is totally a Fairies song. I feel like I've heard this Fairies song. The fast talking portions feels very Fairies. The instrumentals feels Fairies to me,
hmm.
but better.
um, it probably start. Well, it does. I would say definitely start off this say from the last PV. There's some shots where they're on the beach instead of above on a hilltop above the ocean. Um, there's some building shots which I have no idea where she's at.
Yeah, I think this PV has more stuff going on for sure.
Yeah, at least more
It's more
set
fun to
pieces.
watch. Yeah, it's fun to watch. I think.
They spent money to build her a stage next to the beach or on the beach so she could dance. You know, there's
Maybe,
no. You can see
maybe
it in one of the shots.
they're
You can
building
actually,
it.
well, you can see she's standing on a platform
Well, maybe it
above
was
it.
there.
I doubt it, but maybe. Um, yeah, and she actually really dances in this one. This one's and has more dancing than the last one by a lot.
Yeah, this is more of a dancey song.
I like this one more.
I like them both equally. I think it's just really solid.
Yeah, it's a really solid single
And
or
she released a trailer of
album.
music about like a month ago, and I think these two songs were a part of that trailer. And I listened to it and went, "Wow, this is unlike anything she's ever done and cute, which is great, and feels modern and fresh and
Yeah,
unidly in a good way."
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, it's apparently an album, not a single.
Yeah, it's an album. Yeah, it's,
Do me a
June 6th.
favor.
Yeah.
So
Hashtag DMAF.
yeah, I don't recognize these names for the arrangement.
I think one of the guys I actually looked this up earlier. One of the guys has done songs for I believe it was an Avex artist. Let me look it up really quick. He's done Amuro Namie, Winds. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, he's done a lot of Amuro Namie, which I can totally hear, which is probably why I've been saying fairies. I looked it up if he's done anything for fairies and it wasn't there, but yeah, he's done some stuff for Amuro Namie, Hamasaki Aimi, Benny K, Winds, AAA,
Oh,
Lisa, Miura Daichi.
Predia.
Yes, one of the other guy has done stuff for Predia. Yes, the latest stuff for Predia, Miss Frontier and Nouvelle Cuisine. So
Paradise. Bottle Bottle.
Yep, that's a couple years ago. Yeah.
Meiji wins.
Yeah. So, which explains why this doesn't sound anything like, Hello Project, which
Yeah.
makes sense. And it's fantastic. You want to rate it?
I would actually put this song on repeat. I really like this song. The PV, I might put this one on a playlist. This is, I like this PV a lot more than the last one.
Yeah, I think this PV has way more going on. I definitely enjoy this PV more, for sure. There's this one shot of her sitting in the middle of the city, and there's this wide panning shot, and it just looks beautiful and like really well done and big. I wish there were more shots like that in this PV, but that one in particular was really breathtaking, actually. So, song wise, playlist for sure. The two songs are bordering on repeat for sure, but not there yet for me. But this is great, and I'm really excited for our album. I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. Next up, not so much excited about this one. Suzuki Airi X Spicy Chocolate. Song is called #DMAF, which is Do Me a Favor.
Okay.
Which I didn't realize is what DMAF stood for until I Googled.
Okay. I didn't know what
earlier
it was
this
either.
week. Yeah, earlier this week I was like, what the hell does that mean? Because she started a YouTube channel, right? And she had like towels and shirts for her new album that said #DMAF, and I'm sitting here going, what the hell does that mean? I don't like I thought it was like BMAF, badass motherfucker. BAMF, yeah. But something different, but yeah. This song is a ballad.
Yep. Who's Spicy Chocolate?
I'm not sure. Let me look them up. But this PV is
It's
Spicy-
a live performance.
yes, Spicy Chocolate is a group of people who produce music. So it's probably like Goose House.
Okay.
So think of it as Goose House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This PV's live footage, behind the scenes stuff.
Really, like, close up, focused on her singing. Not really any shots of the band.
No.
This
This is
playing-
all about Airi.
And it's boring.
Yeah. This is. Remember when Ariasu Momoka released an album? Remember that happened?
Yes.
Which feels like 5 years ago already, but it was earlier this year, I think.
Like January?
Yeah, she did the same exact thing. She released 2 PVs, and then the third PV was a fucking ballad that looked exactly like this. A carbon copy of this.
Yeah.
With the sepia tone, live footage, like everything about it. So apparently that's a pattern for idols who leave groups and release solo albums.
But she didn't even leave the group
Well, I guess
until
yeah,
after
group,
the album.
group was dead. Yes.
Uh,
You're talking about Momoka, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really into Airi, this is good because you see some behind the scenes stuff. But even the behind the scenes stuff, it's all sepia'd, so there's a lot of shadowing and darkness that doesn't really make her look very flattering. It just looks artsy for the sake of being artsy. So
Yeah. The song is. It's not really a piano ballad. It's more like a piano violin ballad.
yeah, it's a more of a energetic ballad, but it is still definitely a ballad.
Yeah. It's still boring. I mean, she sounds good, and it sounds good and all, but yeah.
Yeah, I just hope this is the only song on the album that sounds like this.
Yeah.
Because every album, right? Every pop album is going to have a ballad or 2 or 3, depending on the artist.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Adele, your entire album is probably going to be a ballad, but like, you know, most people I feel like would mix it up, you know.
We would hope so.
Yeah. Well, which we've already heard Distance and what's the other song Start Again.
Yeah.
Vastly different from a ballad, so it's great.
Yeah. Vastly different from this. Yeah. So I would I would dump the PV there. I mean, unless you really like looking at Airi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like looking at her, but, you know, she wasn't even my Oshi and cute, so.
Yeah, me either. I would shelf the song. It's okay, but I wouldn't listen to it unless I was really depressed.
I hope not. I hope you never are depressed enough to hear this song or want to listen to this song. Like, yeah, this is one of those songs where it comes up. You know, I'm definitely going to listen to this album. When it comes up, I'll probably listen to it once, but for multiple listens where I want to listen to, like, Distance and Start Again, I'll end up putting those on a playlist, which is definitely going to happen. I've already said that. This song, if I listen to it in an album context, I'm probably going to skip it every time I listen to the album after the first listen, most likely.
Yeah.
So,
If I can get it digitally, I will probably pick this one up.
I hope so.
It's on iTunes, but I refuse to sign up for iTunes, so.
Well, that's your problem. Sometimes when you care about something enough, you have to go through the hoops.
Actually, I think I do have an iTunes account. I just can't remember the password.
Just fucking reset it, man. Jesus Christ. This album is going to be pretty good, probably, hopefully, maybe. So, we'll see. I would dump this PV as well and shelf the song. I would even consider dumping the song. I don't think the song is very catchy either.
Yeah.
I don't think the melodies are that good. I feel like we've heard some good ballads in the past couple weeks, like Rekojo, like we talked about last week, was a really good ballad. So, this feels very straightforward in a not good way. It's just, yeah, I would skip the hell out of this song. That's Suzuki Airi, hashtag do me a favor. And that's all the PVs we're going to talk about tonight. But before we end the show, we got to pick the MVP of the night. What is your top 2 or 3?
I was just thinking about that.
I really only have one winner because this winner had both a good PV and a good song. The others had a good song and a meh kind of PV, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Distance for Suzuki
God
Airi
damn it.
and AKB.
God damn it. All right, so your number one's Distance then.
Yeah.
My number one is AKB, Teacher Teacher, because the song is good and the PV was interesting to watch. For me, I like Suzuki Airi songs more, Start Again and Distance, even though they're rated the same. I would rate them just a tad bit higher, but the PVs just didn't do it for me, like at all. At least when I watched the AKB PV, I go, oh my god, look at Sakura. And sometimes that's enough for me, for PVs. So, I would say AKB and Distance and Uraha Lover coming in at third.
I might go up Girls for third, but it's kind of a toss-up for me on that one.
So what do we want to do? I guess we kind of agree that Suzuki Airi's Distance is really good and AKB's Teacher Teacher is really good.
We're just kind of flipped on positioning.
Yeah. Do we want to flip a coin or... Because I don't think you're going to budge. I don't think I'm going to budge. I don't have a coin, so...
I mean, I'm okay with Teacher Teacher. It's...
I mean, I'm okay with Suzuki Airi too. That's the thing. I don't like feel like it's a bad choice because Distance actually does have a pretty interesting PV, at least comparative. You know, comparing it to Start Again.
Yeah.
I think AKB's PV is more interesting, but then again, I like Suzuki Airi's Distance more as a song than Teacher Teacher.
I mean, it's the first song I've put on a playlist in a couple of years. So for AKB.
Right.
So.
Yeah. All right. Just as a rare occurrence for Draco, AKB's Teacher Teacher is the MVP of the week. Congratulations, AKB. This is the first song he's going to put on a playlist in a goddamn long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Jabba Ja. I bought Jabba Ja. That was good. So, Love Trip. What came out last year? I don't even know what came out last year that I liked. Oh, hashtag Skinanda. That was good. It's really good.
I feel like Jabba Ja is just another Halloween Night and Course of the Fortune Cookie.
Better than those two. I know I'm in the minority, but I think it's better than those two songs. I know they're similar in kind of style, but all right. So AKB48, Teacher is the MVP of the week. Don't forget, we stream every Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/New School Kaidan and youtube.com/New School Kaidan. And follow us on Twitter at New School Kaidan, me at YoshiRect, and Draco at Draco60. And we have a Discord channel where you can chat with us 24/7. And the community members, wonderful community members, at discord.me/NSK. Anything else, my friend?
Nope.
All right, that'll do it for the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.